Hey everyone, I'm gonna try to make this one quick. I'm not feeling the best today, but I need to get the things out there. I've noticed when I'm having like these split visions and dreams and things that typically something sometimes happens like close afterwards. So, anyways, for this one was not last night, but the night before that. I was gonna do it, but I was procrastinating. Waiting to see, I was waiting to see if anything else happened. So I'll go ahead and tell the vision I saw, the night vision I saw 2 nights ago. And then I'll tell you guys another dream that I had. So, because that one's gonna be more experience. This one I'm telling you right now was me looking up in the air, watching a night vision project into my reality above my bed. So it's very short, but I believe it has some significance. So if there's any other prophetic people out there trying to see, when I look up, and at first I start seeing like this energy all around. Okay. And as I zone into it, you can like, I don't even know how to explain it. Maybe only prophetic people can do it, but there's like this weird way you can zone with your eyes. And I start seeing this color first, and sometimes it's like a whitish or a reddish color. And if you keep zoning into that, you can break through that color, and you'll start seeing a vision. You have to break through that color first. If you just sit there, sometimes it'll change by itself, but most of the time you have to zone through that color. And it's like a light reddish white color. Okay. So as I kept zoning and I got through there, I saw this massive land, and it wasn't directed nowhere. It wasn't like a state or a country or anything like that. I believe he wanted me to know that it's just the land in general, everywhere. Okay. And in this land, there was these black little dots, like little spots. At first, I thought they were like people running around like crazy, but the spirit led me to start thinking very, very clearly that they're the black reapers that I spoke about in my testimony, which is demonic entities. And they were everywhere, and they were just like cruising around, like going to different assignments. I'm not sure, but they were all over the place, and they're moving very, 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 very fast. Okay. And as this happened, I was sitting there watching this night vision, and I'm waiting to see if it transitions to anything else. And after a while, it just starts brightening up very, very, very bright, like bright white, to where I can't see it no more. And it disappears. And that's all I could see during that. And that's the night vision I had 2 days ago. The next one's gonna be a dream I had, and this one's more experience, guys. I think it's kind of leads on to where I told you guys about the war dream, where I had the split visions. And then after I had the split vision, it happened. And then I told you guys the other night, and I don't have any witnesses of this besides my son, where I was laying in bed, and I told my son, I wrote it down, but I'll go ahead and say it here too. I was laying down in bed 3 or 4 nights ago, I think it was, for this one. I was laying in bed, and then out of nowhere, I just had this split image pop in my head of this place launching missiles over at this other place. But my mind told me that it was Israel launching missiles at Gaza. And that's the first time I've had a vision like that, where I saw the image and it automatically told me the information as it was happening. I didn't need to know what it was. I knew. And then I woke up this morning to that Newsbreak article where Israel did launch missiles over towards Gaza. So that was about 10 or 11 o'clock p.m. that I had the split vision. And then I don't remember exactly, but sometime in the morning when they launched the missiles. Okay. So after that, I'll tell you about this other dream, which was, like I said, about 4 days ago. This about 4 days ago. This one happened before that vision happened. And it's weird. I'm like, I'm trying to think of how to explain it, but I'm like, I'm in this industry or warehouse, and it's not where I work. It's nowhere that I know of. Okay, I don't want to. So it's this weird place I'm at, and for some reason they have the associates numbers, like not numbers, like names, like pop. It's weird. It starts out like this warehouse, but then it turns into like this form, or I don't even know how to explain it. So anyways, I felt like it was a warehouse at first, but then I felt like maybe it was a school, and then it changed into like a classroom. It was weird. So maybe it was just a classroom in general, and a list of the people were up on this top, and it would like this monitor, I don't know, it had like these different names pop up, right? And it was going through different people, and then finally my name popped up across the screen. So I walk up to this teacher, I think it was teacher somebody, I don't know, I don't, like I said, this dream may have been an influence, but it's just, I can't say for sure, guys. Like I said, I truly do think I'm fighting with something. So I'm fighting with trying to get the true words out there, and I'm also fighting with counterfeit stuff. So if I tell you something that could increase the kingdom or help, then I will tell you that. If it's just an experience, then I'm not going to put it on the Lord. Whether it's him or not, pray. You guys can pray, and on things I say. I've had weird things happen. I believe I need to find a way to get deliverance, and I'm trying to work on doing that, so I can finally find out 100% for sure what this is. Okay, I'm tired of going back and forth. I'm tired of sitting here bawling, wondering, thinking I'm demonically influenced or oppressed to the point where I'm having these demonic gifts. I don't. But then I also have, like I said, it's hard to tell when you have counterfeits of every single thing you do, guys. Like I said, the things I've witnessed and experienced. I'm going to get too much into that. I told you guys that before. But anyways, the other night I had before I would continue my dream, when did it happen? I think it was 1 or 2 nights ago. I woke up to another narration in my head of something trying to tell me another dream. This particular dream was a bad dream, okay? I'll tell you this dream real quick because it's actually pretty short. So, I feel like these demons or whatever, they're trying to oppress the people. Not just me. Maybe somebody out there can relate and have these terrible dreams too, and I'll tell you guys where they come from. Okay? Because I literally had a demon sending messages to my head. Maybe. I don't know. Okay? So, I want to say I'm like part of the army or something. Some group of people. I don't want to put a label on it, but I was like in a group of like military type people. I don't know who they were. And there was like, and I don't understand why. It's like it was trying to find a way to kill me in my dream. That's the best way to say it. But it was like, oh, at least I tried to make you a hero too. So, anyways, there's a sergeant, and there's like 6 or 7 of us, and for some reason we were like battling for some type of position or something. I don't know. Okay, and it was like basically Russian roulette. We were gonna we had a certain time frame. We were all gonna go run and hide, and then we were just gonna kill each other and to find out who was the best. That's what the dream was about. This thing was literally trying to get me to kill to get myself killed. And I woke up because Lord, I don't know whether it's my body, the Lord waking me up. I'm not sure which one, but they never get to the point where they can actually kill me in a dream. If it gets to a terrifying moment, I'll wake up. Now, whether it's my defense mechanism or whether it's He's letting me experience these things that these beings do, so I can share it with you guys, but yet I can still be safe and get kicked out. And I told you before how when I woke up from the witchy woman trying to bite my head off, when I woke up in the middle of that narration, I literally saw the mental image in my head of her biting my head off, but I wasn't actually stuck in the body this time. I just watched it happen. This is very similar. As I woke up, this being didn't realize I woke up, which is what I'm kind of thinking. I want to get deliverance, guys. People are like, you make it think like it's like a super bad thing that people have demons or demons inside of you. You open gates by things you do, okay? And I want to say that despite popular belief, I do think that a Christian can be demonically possessed and not even realize it. And why do I say this? People believe that born again Christians with the Holy Spirit cannot be possessed, right? But what about before then? When you get baptized, when you repent, you don't drive out these demons that are already inside of you from past mistakes. You have to go get deliverance to get those taken out. People think that just by being born again and by getting baptized that you wash all this stuff away, and that's not always necessarily the case. And people are trying to say that people cannot be possessed. Jesus wasn't really driving out oppressive demons. He made it a point to drive these demons out of these people, okay? So I honestly don't even know where the coin oppression came from, because everything, when he was driving out demons of people, it was in people. It wasn't around them. So maybe this is knowledge that exorcists and priests developed over time. I'm not sure. But I'm not too above myself to say that I did live sinfully in the past. I watched porn. I did other things. I'm not going to go into all those things, but I did sinful acts, so I could have very well opened doors to these personalities that I awoken to be able to hear them. A lot of people have these personalities influencing you, and you don't even realize it. And that is one step that I need to take. I need to go try to get deliverance done. Now that I'm Holy Spirit filled, I've repented, I've done all these other things, they can't influence me no more, but there's no telling that I don't have baggage from the past. I'll leave it that way. Okay? None of us are perfect. Everybody sins. Nobody, That's why you need the Holy Spirit. You need that protector inside of you, because you're gonna sin. Whether you're looking the wrong way at someone with lust, or whatever the case may be, you just opened a door. If you didn't have that protector in there blocking your door, you could be injured just like that. That's how simple it is, guys. Anyway, so going back to my dream, where I'm not gonna go through. It's like the whole thing, Russian roulette type dream, and we were gonna go hiding. And then I remember I brought up to the sergeant. I was like, "Yo, instead of us killing everyone, why don't we get like these little laser guns or something and just like go pow pow, So then so we can get a scoreboard and we could just win that way. Why y'all gotta die? Why does everybody gotta die to find the winner?" This sergeant looks at me and says, "That's a good idea. Let me ask my boss." I'm like, really? And then after that is when I woke up and I literally saw this person right up on my head blow my brains out. But I wasn't part of the dream. So guys, I'm not going to say every time, because our mind does put us through experiences to make us understand certain things, but there's a lot of time demons will throw you through nightmarish dreams to try to get you killed in your dreams. And I've witnessed it. I've witnessed narration time and time and time and time again. That's how it works. And okay, back to the other dream. I'm gonna go back to, let's just call it a school. It makes more sense than that, because it kind of transfers a little bit. Let's say it's a school, and there's like this plaque of all these names. My name comes up, right? I walk up to this teacher person, and they're like, "All right, so do you have your report?" I was like, I hand him this. He's like, "No, that's not the one I'm talking about." I'm like, "Well, this is the only report you gave to me." And I'm over there looking on the table, because there's like papers. I'm like, I don't see it nowhere. And he's like, "Well, you have to give me your report." I was like, "Well, sir, this is the only paper you gave me. So if there's some report that you gave me, I wasn't here on Tuesday, so maybe you gave it to us then." He's like, "No, I know for a fact I gave you the report." I was like, "Well, then just put me down for 0 and walk off, because this is all you gave me." And I turn around and I start walking off. I look back at the teacher. I was like, "Man," I'm going to cuss for a minute, guys, because it's just part of it. Actually, I don't think I will. I'll just kind of give you a sense of what I said. So I'm looking at him. And I was like trying to justify myself, and it was like a classroom. It's like I'm about to just, because of the way this teacher just treated me, I was just gonna drop the class. It was kind of like a college class, I guess you could say. I was gonna drop that class credit, and I was like, "Man, you're being such a D," as I walked out the door. Okay, this is where it comes important. This is where I feel like the Lord is telling me Sometimes just because I have a split vision doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be that exact thing that happens, but it's warning me for something that might be similar. So there's a weird part I'm going to tell you too. I go home and I'm staring at this computer screen. Okay. I don't know why. And for some reason, it looked like Mario. There's like Mario playing on the screen. I don't know if I was playing it or not, but I was looking at it and it was moving. And I was zoning into it. And as I was zoning into it, I was seeing another version of Mario being played, telling me it was like another dimension or another, like a spiritual realm. Spiritual realm is what my mind was telling me. The spiritual version of this Mario being played. And it was like the exact same game, just like a slightly different version of it. And it was doing, it did that from like different levels I passed through. I would look in the other spiritual version of it, and it would be like slightly different, but still the same game. I don't know what the significance of that is, but that happened a little bit. But then it trails off, and I'm like walking with somebody, might be my dad, I don't know, into this store. Okay, I'm going to this store, and as I'm walking in this store, I see this guy. It's the exact same guy from my vision, from not my vision, my dream, whatever that was. Because as I was walking up to this guy, that split vision popped up in my head of the guy at the school, and then there's the guy right there at this store. So I personally think, in my dream, it was the Lord warning me about not always taking the split visions I get. It might not always be like that exact thing, but it might be something similar to that to prepare me for something ahead. You know what I mean? So like, I see this guy and I'm like, I already know he's going to be like mean and have a mad demeanor, so I'm not even going to try to talk to this guy. Maybe he's warning me for a possible argument or something that could have been easily avoided just by not speaking to him. Maybe I was going to walk up and say, hey, how you doing? Or try to start conversation or something. Or maybe something bad happens in the store and I have to know I don't know exactly what happened in the dream in the store. That's just what I remember, was that it was warning me about this guy. Okay. And there's one more thing I want to talk about. This one, some people may agree or disagree with me, guys. There's a lot of times in the Bible where they give descriptions of heavenly things, right? And there's a lot of people in the world. I'm gonna use my experiences for example too. But I've never done these things that take psychedelics. I will put a lot of people, Indians, it was a thing for them too. And they thought that they could attune themselves with the spiritual realm. That very well may be true or not true. I'm going to tell you something. And it seems like a lot of these people that have these psychedelic encounters, the things you see, it's already what your mind wants to tell you. It's what you want to believe. Like, I've had some person that's like literally falling so terribly because they said they had a spiritual encounter in the past and they saw green aliens and spaceships and all this weird stuff. And I asked them, I was like, are you sure you didn't take like psychedelics? And they never answered the question. They just like, I'm very spiritual. And I was like, okay guys, it warns you guys about diving into the spiritual realm without knowledge or guidance or something like that, because these things, they're going to show you whatever you want to see. If you believe in aliens, you may very well see an alien over there because they play with your mind. And it can be whatever you want. Why do you think some people see aliens? Some people see these big, these spirits. It's whatever will make you believe to lead you astray. Because some people talk about seeing unicorns and things over there in the spiritual realm. And even if you are seeing a version of the spiritual realm, guys, I can almost assure you that whatever this is right here, what you're seeing is in your psychedelic mode, whatever, it's not the heavenly realms. Okay? You're seeing probably a lowly demonic realm. This world, it's a prison for spirits, guys. It's not going to be a good place when you delve into the spiritual side of this area. And I will say that out of all the visions and all the night visions and everything I've seen, maybe any other prophets or seers can come forward, at least they'll know. It doesn't look like psychedelic, crazy colors like these spiritual people claim it to be. It's not like that. It's, it looks pretty normal, honestly. The colors can sometimes look like reddish, white, things like that. But it's not these crazy spiritual colors that these people want to claim it to be. It's not like that. A lot of the visions I have in the spirit realm, it looks very, very beautiful, but it looks just like another world like ours. I saw plains and waters and waterfalls and land. I saw, like I said, even if it was a movie reel, the things that I saw, guys. I remember one time I had a vision where I was like, I told you guys I used to move around a lot in my visions, move around. And I saw an angel, like literally just like, I was just like following it as it was like flying around in this land. So, I'll leave it at that. People need to be very, very careful when you're delving into things like that, like psychedelics and things that alter your state of mind. You open gates that you shouldn't be opening. Okay? And I don't think there's anything else I need to add. Once again, that's, like I said, that's just theory based on what I experience and what I see. And that these demons, or even, it might not even be demons when you delve into the spiritual realm, you're literally making your mind drunk on those things. And if you believe in aliens and spaceships and alternate races and unicorns and whatever you want to believe in, your mind can create that for you. So the things you're seeing over there in, let's just say, non-God permitted ways are not always going to be, should never truly be believed. I've had, when I first started witnessing this stuff, I was like, you know what, I want to experience, I want to go through these things, but then I was like, no, I'm just not going to do it, guys. I'm not going to take these psychedelics and go witness the chaos that these people witness. I'm going to use my experiences with being able to truly see in the spirit to tell you guys what it is versus what it's not. All right. God bless and bye.